What's up, Bears fam? Dan Durkin here with the All-22 review. Whew, this is a tough one to come back and watch a second time through, but last Thursday night, the Bears let one slip away against the Washington Commanders. Defense did its job. Special teams, again, Velus Jones fumbling the ball inside the 10-yard line, and then the offense squandering 3 opportunities inside the 5-yard line and not coming away with a single point. That's the difference in this ball game. 12-7 Washington Commanders. It's rare that I'm going to say this season, but the Bears lost to an inferior team. There's no way, no two ways around it. That's just the matter of fact here. So again, we have to keep perspective on this. This season, we knew it was going to be rough. We knew that the offensive line was rough. We knew that the receivers were rough. Everything about this season is about incremental development from Justin Fields. So that's exactly what we're going to take a look at here today, is all of his passes, all of his scrambles. We'll go through the concepts, we'll go through the defense, and just talk it through real time. This is my second time watching it, so a lot of this is just going to be reaction in real time, but I want to bring you guys through the journey here. So without further ado, let's get the film here fired up and let's take a look. So Bears receive the ball, 1st and 10. They have the ball at the 25-yard line. Looks like 11 personnel here. Cole Kmet is moving in motion from the offense's left to the right, so they're going to move out to a 3-by-1 set. Let's see what we get from a reaction perspective from the defense. Oh, okay, I see what's going on here. So the Bears are fond of the bubble screen. So remember, in this case, it's a tunnel screen. Tunnel towards the quarterback, bubble away. So what they're going to show is a tunnel here with Equinemius St. Brown. So what they're doing is self-scouting. This to me is a good sign from Luke Getsy to say we've probably shown this on film before, so what type of variation might we run off of it? So what you're going to see here is exactly that. They're going to go with that tunnel look with St. Brown, but then they're going to try and do basically a tunnel and go. So they're going to try and pop Mooney over here, and then they're going to get a little bit of like a glance here from Cole Kmet, and then I believe on this side of the field you're going to get more of like a sit route and then a flat, so you're going to get like a little sit and then he's going to run out into the flat. But I don't even know if Fields gets time to look at this one. Really what they're looking for is one of these 2 defensive backs up here at the top of the screen. They're looking for one of these 2 guys to cheat on the tunnel that they see, and if so, they might be able to get themselves an easy one here. They ran this a bunch against the Bucs years ago when Mitch Trubisky was the quarterback, and I think they threw 6 touchdowns off of it. So nice self-scouting adjustment here from Getsy, but let's see what happens, because I don't believe this is a completion. So, yep, cover 2 shell. Actually, that looks like they're rotating more to like a 3 lurk on that one. Protection breakdown on the left side. Let's see it from the tight copy and see exactly what happens. Who takes an L up front? Yep, Braxton Jones. Montez Sweat beats him across his face. So Sweat jumped to the outside of the gap and then gave himself that path to the inside. Can't happen. He didn't even get a chance to come back and look to the backside of that play. All right, so what's going on here? We have, looks like 2 backs, so 21 personnel, pony personnel here on the field. Middle of the field is open, so 2-man shell here showing from the Commanders. So Darnell Mooney down here at the bottom. I believe this is maybe Amir Smith-Marset or Dante Pettis up at the top. Here's Cole Kmet. So they're motioning, again, motion for coverage, but also for potential leverage and just getting more people to that side of the field that the defense isn't ready for. So let's look at the concept here in slow motion. This is just an isolation route. So Abner's going to go in motion here. That's going to widen this either safety or linebacker on this side of the field. But I like it. So let's look at this for a second. Look at how much space they have down here to work with now. There's 1 receiver. And so you get the receiver here, and then you have the defensive back here. Look at all of this area here to work with. We've talked a lot about this here, about getting easy completions for Fields to get a rhythm and start it. That's exactly what this is right here. It's just an easy completion for him to work. They're going to hit Mooney on a curl here, so take advantage of that cushion that he's getting from the defensive back. 1, 2, 3, rip. There we go. First completion of the game. Love it. More of this stuff early in the game to get him in somewhat of a rhythm. All right, tight copy again, motion. You see the defense adjust a little bit. Pitch and catch. All right, so now we're looking at 1st and 10. We're at the, what is this, around the 48-yard line, somewhere in that neck of the woods, 49-yard line. Let's see what we have here. We have 2 tight ends, so 12 personnel. We have 2 receivers on the field. Let's look from a concept perspective. I'm just going to do it in slow, and then we'll come back and watch it in real time. So we have, let's see, St. Brown just came down to the short side. Let me make this a little bit. There we go. Let me stretch this out so I can do this a little bit slower. Let's see. So this is really this looks like it's just like materializing into like a 2-man route, because they have, let's see, Montgomery's in, I think that's Wesco in, and St. Brown are in. So this is really a 2-man route. Oh yeah, I remember this one. Okay, this one's on Fields. So what the Bears are doing here is they're trying to give time for a longer route to develop. So what you're going to get here is you're going to get a crosser from Komet, and then you're going to get a deep dig or an in from Mooney. If I remember this one correctly, Fields is going to hit his drop. So my assumption here is they're reading this one high to intermediate. You know, it's like the middle. So 1's here and 2's here. Again, I don't know their playbook, but I'm assuming he's reading this from the top down, or from high to low. And so I think what happens is Fields gets to the top of his drop and Mooney isn't out of his break, but he's got to throw this ball, because I remember the pocket holding up pretty nicely in this one. Yeah, ball's got to be out right now. That's open. Darnell Mooney, let me bring that back. Darnell Mooney is open at the top of the screen. I don't know what the hesitation is or why there's hesitation on this, but let's say, okay, Fields is ready to throw the ball right about now. He's at the top of his drop. So even though he doesn't like what he's seeing right here, I get it. So again, people talk about, is he reading the field? Yes, he's reading the field. Right now he's saying, I don't like this. Okay. But you still have a ton of room in the pocket. The pocket's holding up really nicely right there. So even though you don't like this, you still have a deeper route that's going to materialize here at the top. So be patient at the top of your drop, dig your cleats in the dirt, and let the ball rip. And let's see why that doesn't happen, because I believe this is a sack. Yeah, the ball's got to be out right now. So Mooney's got leverage on this defender right here. Look at this guy, he's in his back hip. Mooney's got all this area right here to work with. The ball should be thrown right here, right now. You know, it's just got to be out. And I'm pretty sure this turns into a sack, which just can't happen. This can't be a negative play. Yeah, that can't happen. You'll see it. I think you'll probably get an even better perspective here from the tight copy of just how much time he had to settle his feet. Let's watch his feet and see how, chip, chop, chop, chop. Yeah, settle your feet and throw the ball. I don't know if that's a manifestation of just all the pressure that he's had this year or what, but he's just got to settle his feet and throw the ball there. All right, let's just pause it here really quickly and get an idea of what we're talking about from a personnel perspective. So 2 tight, so 12 personnel. Slow this down. Middle of the field is closed, so single high safety. So it's either, cover 3, cover 1. So cover 1 would be man, cover 3 would be a zone coverage. Let's see what the Bears are doing here. So again, they're looking for a little bit of a deeper route to materialize, because they're keeping both of the tight ends in, at least initially. So you see Wesco here, Komet here, Montgomery here. So these guys are really all staying in to fortify the pocket a little bit longer, which means they're going to let deeper routes materialize. Anytime you're keeping in 3 eligibles, at least for the first couple clicks of the downs, because they want to work the ball down the field. So let's see what the route combination looks like at the top. So you have, yeah, this is just mirrored routes, okay? So mirrored routes basically mean, before the snap, pick the side of the field you want to work. So you're going to get a deep curl here. You're going to get a deep curl here. You're going to get a delayed release into the flat, a delayed release into the flat, and a spot here. So really what they want to do is work one of these curls. So imagine they've cut the field in half. Which half are you working? You're working, the bottom or the top here. And so let's see how this one works out in real time. Looks like a misfire. Let's see it from the tight copy to see what goes wrong here. Pocket's there. Oh, he's got plenty of time. That's just a misfire. I don't know if he's trying to throw away from leverage there or what, but that's a bad ball. Can't miss that. That's on Fields. All right, so let's pause this one here before the play starts. So let's see, 11 personnel, 1 running back, 1 tight end. So you have Komet 3 by 1. Middle of the field's closing because it looks like this safety down here at the bottom from Washington is starting to, let's get my pencil out here. He's inserting into the passing strength. So 1, 2, 3. So this safety's dropping into the passing strength. Let's see what the concept is on this one. Oh, they're trying to set up a screen. See how they're Patrick set, more Mustafa set. They're kind of inviting it in a little bit, and then they're looking to leak Montgomery out. But this is man coverage, and so I think the linebacker sniffs this one out. Probably should turf this ball. Well, you see the good quarterbacks, the Bradys, the Mahomes of the world. Once they know a screen isn't there, they're throwing the ball at their lineman's feet. And this again turns into another 9-yard loss. I believe. I think the first one was 9 yards as well. You see it from the tight copy. Granted, there's not a lot to do here just because I think Patrick gets worked on this one. Yeah, he gives up tons of ground. Just turf it. This is live to play another down and don't take another hit doing it. So again, these are the growing pains quite literally that Justin Fields is going through right now, but he's got to get rid of that football. There's no reason to take that hit. All right, let's see what we got here. Looks like 12 personnel. So I see 2 tight ends at the top, 1 running back, running some motion here. Middle of the field is open. Doesn't look like looks like we're getting a zone indicator because you see the cornerback just widening and nobody trailing. So let's see, outside zone action. They've run a lot of naked off of this, and what naked means is there's no protection. Looks like Wesco's coming back. So you see Wesco here is coming back to actually not release. He's going to block the end man on the line of scrimmage here, so he's going to give a little bit of coverage on this guy right here for Fields. Let's see what the concept is, though, as far as the route's concerned. So fake that outside zone. Yeah. Okay. Basically like a 2-man route, because now I love these types of plays for Fields, okay? Love it for a variety of reasons. I like the boot game that Luke Getsy has developed here, okay? You're cutting the field in half, number one, so you're giving him less information to have to process at this point in time. So let's come back and just verify the coverage. So again, they're showing cover 2 shell at the top. Looks like more of like cover 6. So what I mean by cover 6 is you have quarter, half. So this guy's responsible for this half of the field. This guy's responsible for a quarter. This guy's responsible for a quarter. So it looks like it morphs into kind of like, a cover 6 type look. It's a zone look nonetheless. So now he's just reading just this half of the field over here. And so now you're having two guys on the side of the field. You had Komet working like the intermediate route, and then you have a deeper route that's going to materialize here at the top. Let's watch it in real time and see what happens on this. Like the movement from Fields in the pocket, or keeping his eyes down the field, and this is where he's so successful right now, is he's faster than these guys here on the perimeter, so he's going to be able to buy himself more time. Eyes down the field, looking at the deep route, so I assume he's reading this again, high to intermediate, so 1 and then 2. So he is processing, he is reading. These are progressions that he's going through. So Komet's open on this one. Let's see where the ball goes. Yep, love it. Let's watch it from the tight copy. I think we'll get a better perspective of how this works out. So again, outside zone action. Break it back off. Wesco gives him a little bit of time. I like that wrinkle because Getsy had been doing a lot of naked on that, and this is a nice little wrinkle to add in because it was basically him against the perimeter men, and they were just running up the field and basically going right to him. So giving him a little bit more time to process. Yes, you're sacrificing an eligible receiver, but it doesn't matter. Give him more time to read. Give him more time to process. All right, so now we have, let's see, 11 personnel. Looks like a little zone read action here. Yep. So zone read, and he's going to kind of ride it a little bit as well, manipulate the linebackers. Let's look at looks like a little wheel from St. Brown. And then we have a post. Oh, this is like a little tight end screen. So you're going to get Mooney is going to release just basically like a little post here. You're going to get a wheel here from St. Brown, and then just like a crosser. But really what they're doing is they're setting up a screen on this one. So let's clear the board and watch this in real time. Yep. So Komet, not only does he come across, this is cool. This to me is a good sign for Luke Getsy. A lot of self-scouting is going on here. So basically they run this split flow zone. So we talk about that a lot. Coming across here to either take out the end man on the line of scrimmage or just straight up release into the flat if you're a part of the route. So now he comes over here, he feigns the block, and then he gets behind him and he actually becomes the primary target. So he's the one that they're screening the ball to here. So like this, Luke Getsy is definitely paying attention to his tendencies. You really like to see this. Oh, it comes back. There's a flag late on this one. Looks like maybe 70 or 75 got downfield. We'll get the tight copy. Maybe somebody gets downfield a little bit too quickly. Yep, Borum's out before the ball's out. They're going to call that. That's too bad. That's a cool design. They should come back to that play at some point. All right, what do we have here? Looks like 11 personnel, so 3-by-1. We have a tight bunch here at the top. Maybe Pettis down here at the bottom. Again, that zone read action. They're looking to buy time, so it's going to be a deeper route. Really, this is just a two-man route combination. Fields buys a little bit of time. Who's that in the end there? Is that St. Brown? Again, they're protecting the edge more. I like that. Because he'd been taking too much. The Texans started doing it, and other teams just basically started running that end man on the line of scrimmage straight at him off of any play action when he was releasing to the boundary like that, or releasing to the, in this case, releasing to the field. And it was disrupting everything. Now they're giving me like a little personal protector. And what I mean by that is this eligible receiver right here, he's staying in as a blocker. He's giving, that's basically all designed just to give him a little bit more time to read the field. So now let's see how he adjusts. So he's got time to read. Again, two-man, high to low. Throws him open away from leverage. Let's look at the coverage. So looks like a cover 2 shell. And kind of goes into like a cover 3 lurk because that guy drives. You see this safety right here. This safety right here is going to go from like a 2-high look. He's going to come down here like they run with Eddie Jackson. He's going to become basically like a little robber to take anything out from underneath here. So this goes from a 2 deep middle of the field open to like a 3 lurk. And I like it. He throws him away from leverage. This is a nice play. Let's watch this in real time. All right, let's see what we have here. Yeah, that extra little time that he's bought there from that personal protector is huge. So again, zone read, manipulate the linebackers, break it the other way. St. Brown's there to, if anybody releases. Yeah, and then he throws Pettis open. Love to see it. All right, so they're rolling here. Let's see what happens. Motion, 11 personnel, going from a 3-by-1 to a 2-by-2. A little outside zone play action. Again, I don't like that it's Darnell Mooney this time because he's not the blocker that St. Brown is, and you're sacrificing one of your better receivers. But Velus Jones coming in motion to the 2-by-2 set. That's probably just to get like jet sweep type action for later in the game. So outside zone. Yeah, this is a 2-man round. I don't think he has enough options on this play. I'm just looking at it right off the bat. I'm going to watch it in real time and see what happens on this one. So again, kind of the jet sweep action, outside zone. Mooney's left to protect that edge defender. Yeah, there's just not enough there because you have basically St. Brown running that clear out route, and then you have Komet running to the field side and just like an out route. But if he doesn't get open, there's really not enough options on this particular play, so he tucks it and run. Would like to see more options on this play. All right, what's going on here? 3-by-1, 11 personnel. Looks like let's watch it in slow mo and see what we get here. So this is just a bubble. So we have, let's count it. So these are called constraint plays. You know, these bubbles and these tunnels. This is a bubble. So you have 1, 2, 3/3 Bears defenders, but the guy right here has a long way to come to travel. So what they're going to do is basically run the bubble away. These two become blockers. And so now you're asking this guy here to come a long distance to try and make this particular play. So let's clear the board and see how this one works out. I believe this is a 3rd down, if I remember correctly. So they go to the bubble on 3rd down to convert a short one. Yeah, you're just taking advantage of the cushion that you get from the defense there. He's got to break a tackle, but you know, they're able to get it done. Yep. Could have been bad, but it wasn't. Okay. Yeah, I can already remember this one. This is an interception. Okay, so I get why this ball was intercepted, but you know, I really like the call here from Getsy. So what you're gonna see basically is you have, you know, 3 receivers up here to the top, and you have Cole Kmet down here to the bottom. You have David Montgomery offset to the left. What the Bears are going to do is they're going to pick for Equanimous St. Brown. So it's basically, I don't remember what Mooney does in this one. No. Let's see. Yeah, so Mooney's just running spot. Pettis is running kind of like a corner, so he's going to take 2. So watch. This is man coverage across the board. Okay, so here, this is the guy that's going to come open, because you're basically asking this defender on the Redskins right here, this guy has to travel through all that trash to try and get over the top. So I really like the design in this play. This is the guy that's going to come open. But I get it. He's waiting for Cole Kmet to come through here. So you have a linebacker that's going to be manned up against the running back here. You could potentially get a 2-on-1 here. But I think on this particular play, you know, he locks in on Kmet, if memory serves me correctly, and it doesn't work out for him. So let's see how this one, and this is one that bounces off the guy's hand or his helmet or something. Yeah. He had St. Brown open on this one, but I get it. He's trying to make a play with Kmet to the top. I think he does break leverage at the top of this route, but I would have liked to have seen him come back to St. Brown at the bottom and to kind of scan through this one slowly just to see what he sees. Yeah, he never looks right. He never looks to the front side of this route. He's constantly looking down Kmet. He's going to break leverage inside. So yeah, there's room there for this, but look at all these people. There's a lot of traffic here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 defenders right here. You know, so there's a lot of bodies over here. And now if we bring it back and just like go back to the wide copy so you guys can see. Let me clear the board, so you guys can see what he's looking at to the passing strength, to the front side of the play. Yeah, this green grass. Look at St. Brown here. And this is the guy who's supposed to be covering him right here. So you got a lot of way to, you get him the ball right there, he's walking into the end zone because Pettis is going to be able to get in front of that guy. This is a missed opportunity. You know, I get it, trying to get one in here to Kmet, but I think he should have looked front side in this one. This was a big missed opportunity for the Bears. Bummer. Watch it from the tight copy. Yeah, that's too bad. I get it, but you got to get rid of. You got to look front side. You have to see what your other options are. All right, so let's see. I'm seeing 13 personnel here. I think this is right after the Herbert long run. So little outside zone. Ooh, this looks like a broken play. Somebody gets destroyed up front or just misses a block. Ooh, Lucas Patrick. I don't know, this play just looks like it's out of sync right off the bat. Guys, I'm really worried about Lucas Patrick. I think he's bad. I think he's, everybody's like, he's got to get back to center because Mustafer's bad. I think Lucas Patrick is just as bad, which is not a good sign for the interior of the offensive line. All right, so let's bring that one back. Yeah, this just looks like a broken play. So they're basically running like a 2-man game down here at the bottom. You got Kmet running the corner. You got Herbert releasing into the flat, and at the top you have a delayed post there from Mooney, who's trying to rope a dope that guy, break leverage to the inside. Something just doesn't look right from this play. Let's watch it. Oh, the tight copy I think is going to give us a better idea. Yeah, and Mustafer just lets somebody just completely run through the gate right there. Rough. The first and goal play. Rough look. All right. What do we have going on here? So looks like 12 personnel. Oh my goodness. This is the play. Okay. So what a gorgeous design. You cannot drop a better play for the situation, and you know they totally fooled the defense on this one. All right, so you're going to get again that split flow inside zone, and then they do the end around fake with St. Brown to hold the edge defender. So they have look at all these guys. I'm going to pause right here. Look at all of these the Commanders defenders. All of their eyes are straight into the backfield. Let's look here. Here, 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 here. Everybody's peeking. Here's the guy that they're trying to get the ball to right here. So now, I know, I remember when this happened, and like Fields has to make this throw. There's no doubt about it. But Griffin can probably get vertical a little bit more. You see us kind of like side shuffling there. Just run forward, but better touch on this ball. This has to be a touchdown. What a great design by Getsy. Great call for the situation. This has to be a touchdown. So that's two now that we've talked about that just like great calls in the end zone, just were not executed properly. So not a coaching issue to this point at all. Not a play calling issue at all. The Bears should have 14 points at this point in the game. Let's see what's going on here. Is this the follow-up play? What do we have? 2-man at the top. It's really a 3-man route combination because they're keeping Komet in here. So Komet staying in and Herbert staying in also to scan to see if anybody leaks up front. Let's see what the concept is. Yeah, nobody's open. I don't even know what they're trying to do, like a pick or something like that up there at the top. But there's nobody open on this play. That linebacker saved a touchdown, because Fields was going to be in here. He's going to meet up with 20 at the goal line. If this linebacker doesn't come and kind of, ding him, this is a touchdown. Or 22 saved the touchdown on that play. Again, missed opportunities. Man, oh man. This should have been a blowout. All right, what do we have here? 11 personnel. Again, more of that zone read. Got that split flow action from Cole Kmet. Another 2-man route. So the Bears are trying to get the ball deep. I talked to Tom and Mark about this. This Commander secondary is bad. So I'm glad they were testing him. Nice anticipation on this, though, because he's going to take a shot here. Ooh, Justin Fields is tough as nails. There is no doubt about it. All right, so they're running a dig at the top, like a deep dig with, I think this is St. Brown, so he's going to run a deep dig. And then I think you're just going to get like a deep out with Mooney. We talk about anticipatory throws. This is an anticipatory throw with pressure coming into to Fields' face. Love to see this. Ride, dig your cleats. Boom. Beautiful. It's inconsistent, but the signs of this kid, he's a playmaker, and he's a competitor. He's tough, just working in a really tough situation, as is the offensive coordinator. Very limited in their drop back game right now. He's got to get really creative with how he's calling these games, just due to the lack of personnel, both on the offensive line and just the weaponry outside. So 3-by-1, 11 personnel, shotgun. Let's see. It looks like the Commanders run a little game up front. I see Sweat, or whoever the defensive end is now, is coming in on a stunt. So let's see. Crosser. All right, so they're taking a shot here. So I don't know, again, I don't know what the reads are in this, but this looks like a little scissor. Yeah, okay. So you can get like a little switched release here at the bottom. So here's Darnell Mooney. He's going to delay, and he's going to release outside and go vertical, and then St. Brown's going to cross over the top. So you get little scissors here at the bottom. And Fields throws to Mooney right here. But I remember this one. He's going to come open late on this. So I love the aggressiveness. This is shot territory for Justin Fields. Anywhere near midfield, he shows you he is to make these throws. Not quite sure this ball's great. We'll get a better look when we watch it. But like the aggressiveness, but there was another later developing route on that crosser that was open as well. Yeah, just a little misfire. Like the aggressiveness, though. Yeah. Missed opportunity. Let's see what we have going on here. All right. So 12 personnel. Just a bubble. Yeah, just a bubble, taking advantage again. Look at how deep, you know, what do we have? 5, 10, 12 yards of cushion here. Take advantage of that. Block this guy up. Bubble. Make this guy chase. This is stealing. Yep. Easy pitch and catch here. All right, what do we have here? 11 personnel, motioning, or just shifting, commit wide. Trying to get a coverage indicator, middle of the field closed. Looks like, yeah, it looks like man. Yeah, man. All right, so this is a 5 or a 7 start up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These guys look a little close. I'm not sure. So we have like a corner route here from St. Brown. So we have a go. So Pettis thinks he's open right off the bat. I like that. So 9 here. You're going to have, yeah, okay. Okay. 9, and then you're going to get a crosser, like over this way, and then you're going to get like a little level. So he's going to come here, and he's going to come here. So it's basically one of these two. The spacing looks a little off on this one, so I want to, yeah, let's watch this real time and see what happens. Yeah, they look a little too, they're in like the same view. Yeah, Komet's open though. Bad ball. All right, so quads. 4 on the top, 1 here at the bottom. Let's see what the concept is. All right, what do we got here? It's like 3 verts. Yeah, like 3 verticals down there starting to break off. It looks like almost like a double post and then a corner. And then we have, yeah, okay. So, yeah, all right. So from the bunch here, you're going to get like a double post, a corner, and then I believe both the Komet and Montgomery here are just going to release into the flats to the left. Let's watch it and see what happens. This must be end of half stuff because they're trying to get the ball on the shot here. Yeah, not a lot there. He is fast though, my goodness. All right, so again, empty. Let's see what we have. Cover 2 shell. What do we have here at the bottom? Out, vert, crossers. Yeah, I think they're trying to, they're hoping to, you know, he's trying to work the right side of the field here and get that vertical shot, but it doesn't materialize. And yeah, I don't think the protection held up long enough for them to get that deep. I think they want to take another shot on that. Yeah. Sweat was complaining he got held. I remember him just destroying the Bears in the second half of this game. All right, let's see what's going on here. Nobody's open. Nobody's open. His kick can create. Nobody is open. Oh my goodness. They picked up the stunt. Yeah, and just nobody open. Good coverage. Nobody's separating. All right, what do we have here? Middle of the field close. Yeah, this is end of half stuff because these safeties are, 16, 17 yards off the line of scrimmage. Ooh, somebody gets destroyed up front. Oh, Patrick. No surprises. Oh my goodness. Man, did Fields take some shots this game. My God. So you're going to have kind of like 3 verts at the top and then a crosser underneath from Pettis. So Pettis is down here at the bottom. Right here, he's going to run like a crosser. And you're getting like some form of like 3 verts from these guys up here and some variation like that. Yeah, but, taking lots of L's up front. Watch Patrick. No chance. So bad. No chance. All right, what do we have? 3-by-1. Oh, God, he's getting crushed again. This has to be end of half stuff because this... Let's see. 3 down, 2 linebackers. Yeah, I think that was he took another shot. It wasn't as bad as I thought. I think this is the Hail Mary. Yes, this is all end of half stuff. Yep, Hail Mary. All right, cool. So we're going to get to the second half, which I think that, gets a little bit juicier here in the second half. But, yeah, so you can see, like, I like what I saw from Luke Getsy in the first half in terms of the calls. I think that the Bears were set up to score here, just didn't execute. Several breakdowns in the protection, guys not getting open. Some nice plays by Fields. He did leave some yards and some points on the field, no doubt about it. But all in all, not scoring points. I mean, there's no way to sugarcoat that part of it. Again, looks like taking some L's up front. Let's see what happens. All right, so again, they go back to that pony personnel, so 2 running backs. So they ran this play, same play, they just flipped it this time. So 2 verts to the bottom, actually curl, vertical. This is basically two verticals. So Komet's gonna run here. You got a curl, vert, and they're showing middle of the field open 2. So this is probably a zone look. Yep, cover 2. Maybe that lurk that they've been running. Yeah, somebody takes a loss up front because this ball doesn't come out right. Yep, Braxton Jones. Remember this? Braxton Jones had a rough second half, and I'm not sure how much help they gave him, but he got worked in the second half of this game. Velus Jones. Little tunnel screen, again, constraint play. As you get those safeties and linebackers starting to cheat, you run those little bubbles to constrain. Maybe get a little alley behind the area that they're voiding. It's about the only way that they should be using Velus Jones right now because he is a liability in special teams. All right. 12 personnel spot. Yeah, like a little sit route there from Darnell Mooney. I'm letting this go a little bit faster second time through. I went pretty slow in the first half. I want to be mindful of everybody's time and just point what I see as far as glaring is concerned. Love the fake toss. Yeah, Luke Getsy is definitely self-scouting. I really, really like this play. So, you have a fake toss. This one's naked. And so what I mean by naked is that he doesn't have anybody coming to help him. Like he's had Wesco and St. Brown and Mooney and other people as he's booted to come along and be his personal protector. There is none on this one. So you're really selling that run action, that toss action to the defense's left, the offense's right. 2-man route. Again, half field read, progression on this side of the field. Let him be an athlete on the perimeter. That's where he's best. The drop back game just doesn't exist for this team right now. So there's no reason to try and force it. Let him do what he does well. And this to me is, again, a break of tendency and having a nice complement in the pass game to what you've done in the run game. So just really, really like to see this. This is a great call from Getsy, and obviously very well executed. Love how much they got the ball to Mooney this game. That has to be the way for the rest of the year. He's their only playmaker in the passing game. Force feed him the ball. Who cares if teams key on it? He's the only guy that's going to make a play for you, really. Love to see that. Oh, here's the touchdown. Okay, so love it. Free play, and they capitalize off it. Justin Fields can throw a deep ball. My goodness, you could not have dropped a ball any better than that right there. Again, take advantage of it, the situation, snap the ball, and take a shot. This is like Aaron Rodgers stuff. It's finally nice to see the Bears doing some of that. I mean, put this one in the Louvre, man. That is just a beautiful, beautiful play, beautiful execution. Uh-oh. I think this is where the pass protection starts to break down, because I remember, I was watching the game with some friends, and I took a bunch of notes in the first half, but the second half I just had to put it down. I just felt so terrible for Justin Fields. He was just getting absolutely pummeled in the pocket. All right, so we have motion to quad, so 4x1. The Commanders are showing man coverage. So you see that this guy right here is going to follow the motion right here. So it's you're getting a man indicator from that. But again, you're also now changing the leverage of the offense as far as where you're going to get people out there, and you're changing just the structure of the defense with this motion. So it does multiple things to affect the defense. And you have a seam runner by Komet, a crosser from Mooney at the top, a corner from Pettis. But again, they're not a lot of separation, and somebody got beat up front. So we'll see it from the tight copy who gets beat. Oh, Lucas Patrick. Oh my God, dude. In case you guys don't know, it's this guy right here. Whew. Man, does he get whooped this game. Just watch the set and watch how easily Jonathan Allen just dispatches his hands, and he's like, no, I'm done with your attempt. Oh my God, just punch in air. Brutal. Offensive line, brutal. All right, 3x1. I missed the coverage there. I was still lamenting Lucas Patrick. So looks like 3, cover 3. Yeah, cover 3. All right. So stop. Yeah, this is basically like a stick route. So all 3 of those, the receivers on the trip side are just going to stop just past the line to gain. Somebody's going to. All right, so they're going to loop this linebacker right here. Is going to run a long stunt around here. So they're probably going to go slant to get the offensive line going this way, and then there's going to be a hole that's going to pop, on the right hand side of the offensive line. So you won't see it as well from this, but you see it from the tight copy. Let's see what happens. Ugh, yep, nice call. Oh my goodness, he got out of it. He's like some Houdini type stuff. Yeah, celebrate on that, Justin. I like to see that. All right, so watch 55 right here. He's going to stunt all the way around. But Justin Fields takes that into a first down. Yeah, kid is a playmaker, man. Love how he competes. Just an incredible athlete. You just want to see all the pieces around him come over time, because several plays in this game, he's the best player on the field. It's just there's not enough around him. All right, what happens on this? It looks like a sack. Okay. Motion to 3x1. Oh my goodness, Braxton Jones. Whew. I'll just let this run. It doesn't even matter what the concept is, because Braxton Jones just punches air. Oh my goodness. Just jailbreaks. Braxton Jones over here. Woof. Fields has that like sixth sense, but man, he has taken too many hits back there to like just pivot off of that. But man, he gets hit way too much back there. All right, what do we have here? Play action again. Patrick takes another loss up front. My goodness. So bad. I mean, it doesn't even matter what you're trying to run downfield because he can't even set his feet. This is where you start to worry about him losing his confidence because, man, he's just getting no time in the pocket to survey. So they're trying to work the ball a little bit deeper. They're keeping 7 in, and they're still getting pressure back there. It's a 2-man route, and he's got pressure in his face. That's just hard to reconcile. So basically a deep curl up top and like a sit route there from the 2. He's going to settle in the soft spot of the zone. But, I mean, he's open, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that he's open because my screen just went black there. It doesn't matter that he's open because he's no time. Yeah. Rough go for Lucas Patrick, man. Oh my goodness, more leak. This is just the protection just breaking down this drive. Larry Borum gets worked on this one. I can just see it already. Borum gets worked. My phone's blowing up. Let's see. Allen blows up Mustapher, it looks like, on this one. The Bears are again trying to get the ball a little bit deeper. They ran this route earlier in the game. It's that like double crosser with the 1 and the 3 and then that corner. Yeah. Except he kind of adjusts the corner on this one. He also comes across the field. But it doesn't matter. Protection up front's just, getting destroyed. Oh, oof, both tackles. See that long arm from Sweat up at the top? It's one arm. Watch this. Just one arm, Braxton Jones. One arm's longer than 2. Look at that. Look at that separation. He's able to create, keeping his pads clean. And then leans into him, just pushes him straight back in the quarterback. That is strength, flexibility. My goodness, that's a great set. Great rush. Talk about pass rushing with a plan and just having a take on. Take on is what you're doing with your hands. It's a great hand fight. I'm going to long arm him, keep my hands clean, and just push him, walk him straight back into the quarterback. Yeah. Even though I don't mind this rep right here because it's not open. Get rid of the ball quickly and don't take a hit. You've been taking too many of them already, so they're trying to run that outside zone. Again, that split flow. It came close. He just doesn't have enough time. Protection is wearing down. And Washington smells blood. Oh, Pettis dropped this one. You got to help your quarterback out here, man. Catch the ball. Too many targets for Amir Smith-Marset and Dante Pettis. It's just so indicative of the talent level of this team. They can't compete. Sweat, I can already see it again at the top, is beating somebody. He beats Patrick on this one. He runs a stunt. What are they trying to run? So we have middle of the field is open. Looks like 2-man coverage. So man coverage underneath, 2 deep safeties over the top. Bears are trying to get Mooney deep. So Mooney is the number 2 receiver down here. Mooney is right here. They're trying to get something deep to him, but again, just no time. So he runs basically like a really deep over. And then you have a curl. Yeah, just not enough time. And he's not really open, but I mean, he does start to break there at time, but it doesn't matter. I think, like that's where Justin wanted to go first, but Justin brings it down to his second read on this one. This is the one where Smith-Marset drops it. Oh, yeah. Got to catch the ball here, dude. Help your quarterback out. That's why you're cut. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Yeah, grab your helmet. How about grab the football? Too many blunders from that guy. That's why you're on the streets now, man. I'm sorry if that sounds harsh, but I mean, truth hurts sometimes. Help your quarterback out. You're trying to make it in this league. You're not going to make it in this league with stuff like that. Bad snap. Oof. All right. Low snap. What do we have? Middle of the field is open. Cover 2. What are the Bears running here? I don't even know what those routes are. These guys really aren't trying to get into the break, that, especially on the top side of the route, top side of the screen. So you have kind of like a sit route. Yeah, I don't even know what's going on here. I think they're just trying to work Pettis maybe on this slant down here at the bottom. But again, he's getting crushed in the pocket. You'll see it in the tight. Who gets beat on this one? He fumbled on this one too. The pass protection in the second half is just awful. No way, no other way to put it. It's just awful. Oh my goodness. Got to bring that back. I thought it was from the right side. It was from the left side of the let's see. Yep, Lucas Patrick. Just, this is, man, drop this game tape in a vat of acid. This is just a burn it. All right, 2x2. And Fields is still back there battling, man. He's still throwing passes like this. All right, let's bring this back. After all these hits he's taking, that dude's still back there taking snaps. So middle of the field's closed. So single high safety. Looks like man coverage here, or maybe three. No, it's man. So man coverage. The Bears are running. So like a seam, just a seam route here with Cole Kmet, and then an out. So he works the front side of this. So you're going to have like a seam here and an out. So he's just basically picking to work this side of the field over here. He's going to rip this out route here. You really like to see it. Hanging tough in the pocket after everything that he's took. I mean, Justin Fields is a worry, man. Give him some help. I know there's some times where you wonder about like instincts and feel, and there's just too many situations where you see it with all the adversity he has to work through, that he's still out there competing. Yes, he's got a lot of things to clean up, but give him something to work with. He is really in a tough situation right now. I love the way this kid battles. He's just such a premier athlete too. It's hard not to like the skill set. All right, so they're faking that little. All right, no, this is like this is Packers. It's like quick, just get it out to the boundary. Yep, just a little tunnel to Montgomery. Steal some yardage. You don't have time to get the ball down the field, so just get the ball out of his hands and hope that somebody can get downfield and make a block for him. It worked out. Two by two, middle of the field is open. Like a pump fake. I'm not sure what he was trying to pump, because I mean it sure didn't look like there was like a double move or anything like that. So let's come back and look at this. So you have a flat from the running back, and then I don't know if that's like a double move from Mooney or what, but like Mooney's going to run up towards the number, or that's Pettis, sorry. Pettis going to run up towards the numbers and then come back vertical, but he's just in no separation. So I'm not sure if that was supposed to be a more pronounced double move, but Kmet's running a curl. Let me draw this out rather than talking. So curl, he's running some sort of like in and like, he's, let me redraw that. He's just, he shows like a pump fake, like he wants to like double move and then just have like a flat here, but it just doesn't look like what Fields thought was going to happen on this side of the field does, because he kind of gives that little shoulder fake, but it doesn't do anything for him. Buying time, looking to make a play. Oh, this is the ridiculous scramble. I mean, come on, man. This is ridiculous stuff. This is best player on the field stuff. Few people in the league can do this. This is like him and like Lamar Jackson and like Jalen Hurts. This is the type of stuff that makes you realize this kid has some real true playmaking ability. You love to see him develop as a passer, but it's so hard to measure all that stuff right now given the circumstances around him. What a play. Giving his team a chance to actually win this game. Just ridiculous stuff. All right, 3x1 at the bottom. Nobody's open. Flag anyway. Nobody was open. And he takes a shot at the end of that one too. Quick huddle, so they're trying to potentially, make it more difficult for Washington to match up and understand who is where. I think they do that on the next play too, because they get Mooney in the backfield, if I remember correctly from the notes that I was taking. So yeah, here you go, right here. This is it. Okay, look at. So sugar huddle. So that means they're kind of just like loosely huddling right here. They're calling the play and they're kind of lining up. What they're doing is they're blocking the defense's view. This is Darnell Mooney here in the backfield, right here. So you have a wide receiver in the backfield, which is already, something that they haven't put on film this year. So now Washington's not quite sure what this look is. And if I remember this one correctly, Brandon Thorne and the guys like Duke Manyweather and the guys that do like great work with offensive line, they always talk about punishing jumpers. And so I remember taking a note on this one. If a defensive lineman jumps, you need to just blast him in the ribs and make him not wants to jump. Once this defensive end jumps to get his hands up, this is a touchdown, man. Once that guy leaves his feet, you need to hit him right in his sternum and make him fall to the ground so this pass can go through. You cannot let him get his hands up and block this. This is a walk-in touchdown, because look at this guy right here who's responsible for Darnell Mooney. He doesn't know. He is confused right now as far as what is actually happening. They haven't scouted this. They haven't seen this. So again, another good look from Luke Getsy, but the fact that the defensive end's able to get his hands up and block that was going to be a walk-in touchdown. There's so many like what ifs at the end of this game, and it all comes down to execution. The Bears have collectively, almost on every play, have somebody making a mental mistake that's preventing them from scoring, and that's the sign of a bad team. All right. So I believe this is the Dante Pettis one, if memory serves me correctly. Yep. So you're going to get Pettis is going to run. I think he's trying to work more towards the post. And then he's smart enough to go with the scramble because it's not there. Because look at this point in the progression, nope. And this isn't open here. And he's got two men on him, so he's going to break it back this way. He does get interfered. There's no doubt about it. But if memory serves me correctly, he gets two hands on this ball. He's got to catch it. Oy, I don't know if we're going to see it better from the tight copy, but he's got to catch that. That should have been a flag too. I think Fields is trying to give him some tips there, like, hey, if it's not open, break back out. Oh, what a great ball. That is such a good ball. Got to catch that. Again, Justin Fields did everything he could to win this game. It's not on him, man. There are some plays that he'd like to have back, sure. Like this one here, this throw to Mooney. So Mooney runs like a little pivot. I don't like the depth of his route here. If this is, you need to score a touchdown, you need to be in the end zone, not at the lip of the end zone here. Run it a yard deeper here. And then he gets two hands on this ball. Catch the ball, man. You want to be like the number one guy in this team, you got to catch the ball. Brutal. Just absolutely brutal. Justin Fields did everything he did. Can't put it on him. He did. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God, it hits him right in his hands. Nobody's there. The defensive back doesn't get his hand in. That's got to be a touchdown. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry to take you guys back through this. I'm sorry that we had to do this, but I had to get this out. I had so many thoughts in my head. It's been a busy week, but I wanted to make sure that I did this. So again, thanks everybody for your time. I'll be on Waddle and Silvy Thursday talking about this like I am every Thursday at 4 o'clock. You guys have a great week, and let's hope for a better outcome next Monday night against the Patriots. Take care. I'm Dan Durkin. Time. If you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. Please hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help me out. And if you want to, you can also follow me on Twitter at DJ Durkin. I provide in-game, real-time analysis for all Bears games throughout the season. Please stay healthy and well. We'll see you guys soon.